you actually created your life so that you could do art, you could continue to create. And so what qualities should a person have to, I mean, obviously, yeah, just to make it an art? I guess that would be my question.
Yeah. Well, I think to me the most important thing is like what's your goal in life? What's your purpose in life? I think when I was very young, I noticed that when I sang, people were happy.
Mm.
And I liked that. I liked that I could bring some happiness to somebody. And and aside from the feelings that I got from it, and that I enjoyed, I really liked that and enjoyed watching groups of people or crowds of people just have a great time. So I think, and that was probably the big goal or the big thing that was driving me. So I think probably the first thing I would ask myself, or I'd encourage someone to ask, is what's your goal in life? What's a purpose that is driving you? Because whether you want to be an engineer and you want to build bridges, or you want to paint, or you want to sing, it all comes down to the purpose and the goal, and then creativity, because it's the creativity that will bring about that thing. For me, it was never a choice. Like, it was not something that I ever thought about, honestly. Like, at no point did I decide to work in music. Um, it just sort of happened. I love to sing, so I would sing, or I'd love to play, and so I would just play. And people go, "Well, come and play with me," and I'd go and play with them, and then we'd sing together. And then when I was 12, I started singing on the streets with another guy in Tasmania. And then someone saw me on the street and they said, "Well, can you join my band?" And so then I joined the band. And then he said, "Well, I need you to play bass, not guitar." So I said, "Oh, okay, well, I'll play bass." So then I learned how to play bass. And then some other guys saw me play and they said, "Well, can you join my band?" And then so I joined that band. And it's sort of so. And then they said, "Oh, can you do this?" And I said, like, "Oh, yeah, well, I don't know how to do that, but I can learn it." And so I figured out how to do that, whether it be engineer or produce or write a song or whatever. So I think if you're following a path that you're passionate about and that fits with your goals or purposes, then it just kind of flows more naturally, I think.
Right,
If
right.
you're willing, and also I think probably the big thing is that you're not doing this to yourself, you're not penalizing yourself.
Because I think especially in art, this is this thing, like
Oh
it's
yeah.
so
Oh
much
yeah.
critic
I'm
over there.
I'm terrible. I
Yeah.
can't sing. I'm ugly. No one will like me. Um, I mean, this it goes on and on, right? Few are the people that don't have those thoughts.
Right.
But you can't entertain that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So what would you do? Just skip it or like,
Yeah, you just skip it. You literally ignore it, you
okay.
know? I mean, the amount of times that I would start writing a song in early days and go, "Oh, that's awful," or I'd compare it, or for the longest time I wouldn't even sing my songs because I was terrified of what people would think.
Wow.
I'd written dozens and dozens of songs and no one had heard them because
Well,
I had
hopefully
a
that's
whip.
not the thing at the moment. We can hear you.
Yeah, I was beating myself up. So I think the sooner you can get over that stuff,
Hmm.
and just allow yourself to just experiment and don't care what people think, because in life you're going to get out of 100 people, you're going to get 100 different points of view. And
Right.
that's the beauty of life, you know. That is one of the great things, And if 10 people out of that 100 like what you do, then there's going to be another 10 people and another 10 people, and soon there'll be 100 and maybe 1,000, you know. And also, you also have to have the courage to recognize that something's not working.
Mm.
You know, if you're putting yourself in front of 100 people and only one person likes what you're doing, and that one person happens to be your best friend, and the other 99 are going, sorry, you know, then maybe you should look at it and go, well, maybe I should change what I'm doing.